Well, I just thought I'd share my bower of daylilies as I engage in some profoundly rural YouTube punditry. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Well, I don't know. Something to try, I guess. Um, all right, so it's a little late, but I thought I'd talk about the Democratic debate last night. Maybe I'll get on it a little earlier tomorrow. Um, if I were calling the election, the nomination, I think Warren is the most likely nominee. Um, because I think she can, still ready for a woman, and I think she can satisfy all the constituencies, and I think she's a plausible and pretty steady and actually at this point familiar person. I don't see anyone else right now, with as good a combination, but I don't think she did particularly well last night, and I'm surprised by the uh, the positive reviews actually. For example, her kind of amazingly half-assed response on the gun question, where she called for a bold program of research for how to address it. Um, you know, just short of solving it by calling for a commission or whatever. Um, and I thought she seemed brittle and overamped um, and mechanical, but so many of them did. Okay, I mean it's an impossible situation. Uh, my favorite performance was by Tulsi Gabbard, but it's not to say she wasn't nervous as hell. Okay, um, it's an incredibly artificial situation, and but it's in a way it's a test too. Like, can you come back into a sense of self possession, or could you calm down and breathe and improvise a joke or something like that? I don't think any of any of them showed that, except Julian Castro, as people are remarking, did quite well. Um, and like I say, Tulsi. And I think we can eliminate four white guys. It's a relief, actually. Uh, Inslee, Tim Ryan, who did terrible, I thought, particularly trying to deal with Tulsi Gabbard on Iran late in the late in the thing, but who's just like really rattled. It seemed throughout, but like I say, like I don't know how I would respond if I was on that stage, man, just trying to force passion into the focus group catchphrases. One thing to note is that I've heard people praise Warren for saying this economy is not working for everyone. But Warren, Booker, and Klobuchar all began with the exact same sentence. All right. Um, and, that's typical. And I fear that, Democrats basically still have a picture of politics, as appropriate to 2004 or something like that, where, I mean, it was pretty irritating back then, too, uh, where you're really focused on not making mistakes. You're really mechanically working through the focus group catchphrases. All right. That's not going to work against Trump. Uh, I mean, while you're rattling on in that vein, uh, boringly and like I say, trying to drive passion into this economy is not working for everyone for the umpteenth time. He's dropping an anvil on your head on Twitter. Okay, so I think like we're gonna need someone with some kind of improvisational skills, uh, someone who is comfortable in their own body. All right, and I didn't see much of that last night. I like Tulsi Gabbard, and I think she's an impressive person once she takes a deep breath. She's good on foreign affairs. I love the persona of the peacenik warrior. All right. I think she's demographically interesting enough to be now, sort of, unlike Inslee, Ryan, De Blasio, and O'Rourke, who I would delete right now, I guess. Um, yeah, Rourke is really disappointing, and I thought he was quite disappointing last night. Uh, man, like it's this approach of like I confront you with a policy question and you respond by saying, like, we have to have a conversation that involves everybody. Okay. Uh, and again, sort of trying to drive passion into your voice, but actually, he came across extremely flat last night. Um, so anyway, I sent $5 to Tulsi Gabbard's campaign this morning. Surprised myself by that. I'm no Democrat, but I would like to see a straightforward advocacy of peace, okay, through this whole thing. And I think the positions of the Democratic Party and the Democratic candidates have shifted dramatically to the left. That's good. It's kind of honest. Like, at least people are avowing their real beliefs instead of just hedging all bets. But the rhetorical progress has not kept pace. All right. And I think we're going to have to loosen up, manifest more personality. All right. And like I say, more improvisational ability, maybe a little more joy in the combat. And if someone tonight shows they're more ready to encounter Trump, I think that would be worthwhile. I would say Klobuchar did pretty good, and I think that her blandness, which she's trying to overcome, actually might be like a nice contrast to Trump in a general. Booker, I'm still not particularly interested in, but I don't think he did horrible last night either. So some people survived, and some people got some momentum. I think Tulsi and I think Julian. We'll see tonight. All right. It's beautiful out here, but it's getting hot.